7 new features in Resolve 20, 6 of them are AI that I'm going to be showing you that will absolutely transform the way you grade and edit inside Resolve. I didn't put out the video as soon as they released the tools because I actually wanted to play with them and really test it and then build a tutorial for you guys that is the most practical video out there because I want you to actually get results. Everybody talks about cool stuff, shows it. Most of the time, they're not really practical. They're just good to get views, but you're not really implementing it, using it every day. This video is not that. These tools, you're going to start implementing it right away and see insane results. Speaking of getting you insane results, if you're sick and tired of losing clients and not really sure what's happening, it's because of one of these common mistakes that I've covered in my brand new free training that you can check out after finish watching this video. It comes with practice footage, so whatever you learn, you can actually apply it and see the results for yourself. And if you enjoy watching content like this, then please do me a favor. It will mean the world to me. Just take a second, smash the like button so we can reach more people, we can help more people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's about 53% of you that are not subscribed, so do that. And for those that don't know me, my name is Qazi. I've worked with brands like ADIDAS, Amazon Prime, Universal Studios, and I make no bullshit, straightforward color grading tutorials so you can work with your dream clients. So here's the agenda of everything that I'm going to be covering in this video. So if you want to hop around, just use the timestamps. Otherwise, enjoy the video. All right, so I'm inside Resolve. I'm super stoked about this release because it's not a revolution, it's an evolution, but the way they're doing it, they're just making it so rock solid. Like, finally, it's not a party trick anymore. Like, these AI tools are now embedded, they're mature. So we're gonna start off with Fusion Animated Titles. So first thing you gotta do is go under Timeline, AI Tools, and let's go ahead and convert it to subtitles. And I'm gonna do like lines, we will just do one, fine. It's gonna go ahead and spit out subtitles. And I feel like that has gotten faster. Like how fast it does that. Look at this beautiful grade and how our character just pops out of. Beautiful. But this is kind of lame compared to the kind of animated text you see on Instagram Reels, for instance. So if you want to get that, now it's super, super easy. You go under Effects, and then in here, we're going to go under Subtitles, and right here, you have this statement. So grab this and drop it right over here. So I'm just going to click right here, go under Track, and let's take the size and make it bigger to something like this. Now let's play it through and see what happens. Look at this beautiful grade and how our character just pops out of the screen. So that's pretty cool, right? And obviously you can change the color, whatever you want. So like if we want to go here and make this my yellow, so then that's what we got. Character just pops out of the screen. You can also do a couple of different ones. So like, let's just say if I want to reveal words, I can just do write on words. Okay, so now watch this. Look at this beautiful grade and how our character just pops out of the screen. No. So this is definitely was like a much needed addition because otherwise we were either creating our own templates or you were relying on third-party templates or just using your phone app to achieve this. Now you can do it inside Resolve. So very cool, super fast, well executed. Moving on to the second one. All right, so this one is amazing, man. So like, listen to this, okay? Check it out after you finish watching this video. All right, so we're inside Resolve and we're gonna start off with this shot. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. So I have two different setups, right? So I have my talking head, which is right there. Then I have this setup right here at my desk and the audio is off, right? So obviously how I shoot it now, it's pretty balanced and pretty close. But back in the day, you can hear that this is really quiet compared to like my normal talking head audio. And then it's different here. So it's a lot quieter here compared to this. Listen to that. After you finish watching this. Like button, subscribe. And obviously you can see it in the waveform as well, right? The craziest thing is I'm even using a different mic here. Okay, so how do you match everything to say this is our hero audio? We want to match everything to that. So now there is a dialogue matcher and you can easily do that. All you have to do is just select this clip, go under Clip, AI Tools, Dialogue Matcher, Capture Dialogue Profile. This is something that I used to love Adobe Audition for. Like you can just basically grab a profile and do so many things with it, but it was a dedicated tool, all that stuff. Now we have it inside our edit page. You don't even have to go to Fairlight. So now that we copied that profile, audio profile, we can just select the other problematic clips, go back under clip, AI tools, dialogue matcher, and now we can do applied dialogue profile that we copied from the other one. And you see these little two effects icons pop up. And now just take a listen and see what it sounds like. Description below. Check it out after you finish watching this video. All right, so we're inside Resolve, and we're going to start off with this shot. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you finish watching this video. All right, so for a one-click operation, it is pretty good. Like, obviously, if you have third-party tools, or if you are pretty good with like doing your own EQ and everything that I normally have set up, it's going to be a lot better. But this just got us there 85-90% of the way by a single click. So time is money now more than ever. When budgets are shrinking and people just expect you to turn and burn and have high quality, this is one of those tools that can, if somebody's watching something on an iPhone, this is more than acceptable for that. Now we're moving on to dynamic music remix. So this is something that we had in, again, Adobe Audition for a while, but Resolve added this feature, and I think now it is really, really good, and they're doing it the right way. So let's just say this is my soundtrack. I bring it in, right? And it's super, super long. If I go right here under my inspector, under my AI music editor, I can just click on live trim and look what happens. So normally if I check this off and go close to it, you see the icon. It has like a little rectangle next to it. But if I click on live trim and I go back there, now it has like 3 lines, right? So that means that it is ready to be dynamically remixed. What does that mean? Let's just say if our video ends right around here, I have all this long track that I don't need. I can start just dragging it and start pulling it in, and look what it's going to do. It's going to analyze. Look at how fast it's doing that. And it's going to find a perfect breakpoint to end the track right around here, instead of like me doing all the manual work. Just watch it. So like, look at this. What the? And now if we just play it through, like, can I shrink it more? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we can't shrink it more because it's just like, this is as much as it can be. So let's see. Inside Resolve, and we're going to start off with this shot. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like, look at this, is amazing. So that's it. That's going to be for our, like, whatever text we put at the end, and then it's just going to fade out. And just like that, we didn't have to find the beats. We didn't have to do anything. You can click on adjust and it can find like better points. Like, let's just say if you're not happy with like how it is moving on to like the next section, if it just sounds jarring or something like that, you can click on adjust, move it around, whatever length you need, right? Like, let's just say if these 3 shots were a part of it too, then I can just do this and boom, like it's going to end like that. Like, dude, what? This is insane. Again, like I said, I mean, Adobe Audition had this for like 7-8 years. It was good. I feel like this is better. It's faster. It's easier. It gives you like all these little tweaks that you can do right here and all in the edit page. We don't have to go somewhere else. But now I want to show you something even crazier. Obviously, we can't listen to our audio right now, right? Like our voiceover is like, you know, all the way in the back. Music is all the way to the top, and then even the sound effects. So normally you have to like obviously go under Fairlight and do all of that yourself, right? And that takes time, it takes experience, all of that stuff. Now you can just literally go under Timeline, AI tools, and just look at this, Audio Assistant. I mean, these things are just getting like scary good now. So I can go there and I'll be like, okay, this video is going to go on YouTube. So I can leave the delivery standard to YouTube and I just hit auto mix. I mean, come on. Like, it's actually better than an audio assistant. I've actually hired audio assistants and then had back and forth, paid them so much money and they did a terrible job. And then spent so much time training a guy and then that person leaves. Like, whereas here, it's always going to work. It's not going to bitch. And actually, let's just see if it's any good, first of all. Video. I mean, come on. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Check it out after you finish watching this video. All right, so we're inside Resolve, and we're going to start off with this shot. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, fam. It did a perfect ducking. It came up. I mean, the one thing that I'm looking at, I don't know what the hell happened, is that we can't hear this.
Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
We do hear it, but it's like really, really dull.
Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
So then in that case, like, you know, maybe I'll just control it myself a little bit.
For this shot, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, fam.
Come on. So like, you know, now you saw the live example. We still had to touch one thing, but oh my God. I mean, people that are just creating content for companies, let's just say if you have 7 clients a month on retainer and you're like turning and burning content for them, you want to maintain good quality without having 17 extra people working with you and just like worrying about that overhead and all that extra work. These tools are so well executed. Moving on to now my favorite section, which is going to be everything to do with AI tools in Resolve 20 inside the color page. So they redid Color Warper, and let's give it a shot. So go in here and all of a sudden it looks very different. If you wanted the traditional way, you can still use that. You can go here and use it that way. But dude, this is next freaking level. It is so robust. I mean, Color Warper was one of those tools that I was so excited about. And then as soon as I started using it on a few projects, I just couldn't do it. Like it just broke apart my sky. It broke apart my ground. It just broke apart my skin tones. It was just not good. And I was using it as a professional and it just wasn't there. It wasn't as robust. I feel like this obviously it's still day 0. I just have really high hopes with it. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let me show you what it's doing. So let's just say if we just want to give it more juice like this matte right here, you click on it and it creates that point and then it creates like a little circle. That circle can be controlled with your chroma range right here. So you can expand it or you can bring it down. So let's just say we leave it on default, right? And I already selected that. So I'm going to go here and I'm just going to change this. So let's just say I want to add a little bit more juice, okay? So I take it there. I can also do it on screen too, because you see like there's a little dot that appears, so I can move it around. But personally, the way my brain works, it's better for me to see where I want to take this, which hue I want to add, and then how much juice I want to add in there. One thing I don't like is how much it's selecting my skin. I'm not against what it's doing to it. I just don't want it to affect other areas. And this is where the chroma range is going to come in. We're just going to take this. We're going to start moving it around. I'm just looking at around her lips. I do want it to grab her lips, but nothing else. And that's exactly what happened here. So like, watch how we're controlling that, right? But the effect is so gentle. It's not breaking at all. I mean, it's holding. I'm very impressed, guys. Let's do the same thing to the grass. So I'm going to select it right here. And now, like, it just gives us such a good visual representation. I want to make it, say, forest, deep forest green. So I have to go right here, right, to do that. And I can just grab it and start going there. And like, look at it. And if I want to add more juice, I'll come down and I'll just go there. Like, maybe a little less like that. So it just becomes very moody. And now our focus goes on the matte. Our focus goes on her. Her skin looks so perfect. And it's like now our eye is drawn to where it's supposed to be, right? Again, look at how robust it is. I'm going to play it through. Okay, this is impressive. Like, what if we actually do grab her skin? So we do this. So even something like this. So we added more juice, isolated the skin different than the matte, and then we controlled the grass. And I'm super happy with it. And I'm very, very impressed by this result. So I feel like Color Warper just became one of the tools that I'm going to be using a lot more moving forward. All right, so now I'm moving on to the biggest improvement, the most exciting improvement inside DaVinci Resolve 20, Magic Mask version 2. I mean, come on, get ready to have your brain exploded for this one. So I'm going to go right here under Magic Mask 2. And let's just say the client says, hey man, the plant is like really taking away the attention from the credit card. It's a credit card commercial. Can we pull that down? No problem. Watch what the hell is going to happen. I'm just going to tap it once and then I'm going to click right here and how it just selected the entire thing. No more like swirly lines, like doing all that jiggery pokery. And now I click on better. Come on. Resolve just like went crazy with this. All right, let's just go ahead and I feel like also this is happening faster too, because with the previous version, I would get like maybe 2 or 3 frames. Now it's locked on to 4 frames, and this is 8K footage. This is red. So I think normal footage is going to be 3-4 times faster. Super, super impressed. Okay, so now that happened, right? We can just come out, take it here, and now we just go to our HDR palette, bring the saturation down a little bit. Maybe we just make it a little warmer like that. It just really now sits in the background. I mean, come on, ask a visual effects guy, or if you are a visual effects artist, drop a comment below and just tell us how difficult this used to be back in the day. I mean, this is insane, the world we live in. This is crazy. So Magic Mask 2 is unreal. But the real fun starts right here. So the way I do it is like I will create a parallel node, okay? If I want to keep using Magic Mask, the way my brain works is better to just keep stacking them like in a parallel node structure. So like, then if we have like 4 different Magic Masks, they just like live in one parallel tree, if you will. You should probably watch my video why I'm doing this, like where I'm going to explain to you the difference between serial node tree and then a parallel node tree and like why they're different, and then layer mixer, when to use which one. So I'm going to have a link to that video in the description. But parallel node, especially for Magic Mask, is just going to keep all our operations very clean. So now check this out. I'm going to click right here, right? I'm going to click right here. Dude, get out of here. Like, just get out of here. In the past, I just wouldn't even be doing that. Would be going to the visual effects department because it's so close, like right here, that the halo is going to come through. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to send it to them. I'm going to have them handle it. It's just simple as that. Every single day it happens. Last year, I worked on so many projects. That's exactly what the process was. Not anymore. With so many of these things, now we can handle it as colorists. People are sitting there crying that AI is going to take our job. AI is making you more employable if you stay ahead. Like if you just stay on top of it. So now we grab that, right? Like this is what's happening. Okay, I'm going to go on my custom curves. I'm going to do a little bit of this action, like pull this up. I'm going to create another, like right here. I'm going to do this. Can we pull it up more? Yes. Come on. Like before and after. Like how we just popped it. Like we can even do a little bit like this. Like, come on. And it's going to latch on. Like both of the things. And it's playing in real time. 30 frames. And it's playing in real time. Like 2 Magic Mask actions happening on this. Like this wasn't happening before. It would choke. It would just like slow everything down. I mean, come on. Take this before and after. Like world of a difference. Oh my God. Mind-blowing. But wait till you see the next AI tool that they improved. All right, so here's our next shot, right? Amazing shot, great. Too much happening in the background. Now, how the hell will you bring the background down and not her? Somebody can say, well, use Magic Mask again. It's not the same because I just want the entire background, not just her versus the background. I want, like, almost like I want to be a cinematographer, go back in time and just bring the intensity down in the background, all the lights. So our focus is more on her. How do we do that? Okay, depth map. That's how we do it. This was basically useless before. It choked the system so much. It wasn't that great. It would do this weird, like pulsing thing, and it would just like create so many artifacting. I was not using it. One of those tools, again, when it came out, I was very happy. And then I realized, okay, this is not functional, it's not going to work. So what I want to do the opposite, right? I want to control the background. So I'm going to invert this, first of all. Then I'm going to click on adjust. I'm going to take near limit. I'm going to start bringing it in like that. And I don't want to grab her. So we're going to do something like this. Like this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click on post-processing. And it just creates like this very clean divide. Something like that, okay? And now I'm going to do is just kill the depth, go in HDR palette. I mean, we can do 2 things. We can go in HDR palette and bring it down, like let's just say half a stop, so negative 0.5, and we bring it down. I mean, come on, look at this. We just dropped it by half a stop, like how everything belongs. Like that's it. There's going to be no artifacting. Let's play it through. Now, again, this was not happening before. It will not play in half the speed. This is playing like basically 15 frames at a 30 frame shot, right? Like this is insane. This was not happening before. It would be playing back at like 2 frames. And just like that, it's fixed. So now if I go here, what's the one frame that I really liked where she looks beautiful and she's in the light like this? I mean, look at this. We just brought all of that down just like that. And we actually controlled, like we got in the bones of the image and we control the intensity at that level. I mean, we can also bring the saturation down, right? Like what happens then? Because now, can I go -1? Full stop? I can. And then we just go to saturation. We keep bringing it down. So now the focus, like this is before, this is after. Now the focus is really, really in the front. And then everything else just like fades away in the background. Like, look at all of this. Like, why am I seeing all this? And good luck creating that in any other way with Windows. Like, finally, these tools are so robust now that they just completely changed the game. Like, when I think about like 4 or 5 years ago, color grading compared to today, wow. Like, I mean, where are we at, guys? What are we talking about? Like, what is this thing? And practice it. Use it. Use these tools, like get in there, start playing with it, because you need to master all these tools. So when the new AI thing comes in, you're like, yeah, so what? Like I will use it and abuse it. I'm not scared of it. Now I want to know, what are some of your favorite features from Resolve 20? Please drop it in the comment section below. Also, if you're interested in becoming a freelance colorist, I have a dedicated training, 30+ hours of content, comes with professionally shot practice footage. We have a Facebook community where you can get tailor-made feedback for your work, and there's even job opportunities in there. Over 7,800 people have joined FCM, and just look at the brands that they're working with. So now it's your time to put those brands on your portfolio. And if you're a content creator, not a colorist, then Qazi's toolkit is the answer you've been looking for. This will help you get high-end Hollywood results. I mean, just look at this, in minutes, with zero learning curve. So if you get either of these products, you can save $50 off. This is only for my YouTube fam. Coupon is in the description below. Check it out, limited time only, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, fam.